So, I'm back with another video, even though a lot's happened lately, and I finally have some time to get to you all. But this is something I want to tell people in general who suffer from, depression, anxiety, and trust issues and whatever and whatnot, whatever you suffer with, it's you. But I think that this lesson is going to help you understand what I have understand today. I messed up, okay? I've been told I'm living a sheltered life. I know. I've been told that the world isn't, as gentle and nice as it seems, and I can't do that everywhere. I know. I don't. And I've also been told that I happen to want people to see what I see, feel how I feel. There's a difference between seeing and understanding. Okay? And I get it. Not everybody in the damn planet is going to understand you. You're not, the almighty Jesus Christ who can make anybody believe anything at an instant if you wanted them to. It's not how the world works. I know. I preach about pain all the time. I preach about my philosophy. I preach about how you should be by yourself and how you should endure your own pain and then come to circumstance. But don't ponder on it. Don't waste your lifetime doing something to improve yourself. Either you can do it, either you can work on it as a hobby, learn about yourself, or you can, have to learn the hard way, like I did. I learned the hard way. I'm not saying this to pity myself, but I learned the hard way with pretty much everything that I do. Everything. From sports to life to school, the hard way. And for people who don't see that how I feel, or don't, see how I, intellectually think about things, here's one thing you need to know. That I do know that nobody is going to always give a fuck about me. I don't want you to. I don't look for your approval. I don't need your approval to be who I am. You don't like it? Go. All you're doing is getting in my way of my dreams. And at this point, I'm done. I'm done being the nice guy. I'm done being, here to talk when you need me. If it doesn't pertain to how I genuinely feel, and if I feel I can't talk to you, and I feel if I can't help you, I will say it. I'm not going to be an asshole and just disregard you. I'm going to tell you up front that I don't think that I can help you with this, and maybe there's somebody else that might. I appreciate you coming to me for your first recommendation. I mean, that's all you can do. But back to the topic, that kids who suffer from just people in general, because there's a lot of people in this world, a lot of people, that if you've been told before that just because you're in an environment, therefore you are a piece of that environment, and therefore you are what that environment is, don't believe what people tell you, because it's not. Only you know who you are. If you don't, you best figure it out quick as fuck. Because even I have mental breakdowns. I'm not saying even I as if I'm some god or something. I'm saying you that from someone who has this much knowledge on how a person should feel and how a person should react and how a person should, live their lives in their own way. I'm saying that, yes, I make mistakes. I'm 17 years old. I'm 17 years old, going to be 18 pretty soon. So take it from me personally, that no one's going to, I want you genuinely to believe and work on this. If you're listening, work on this. I want you to act as if nobody cares about you. Act as if. Okay? Act as if no one sees your point of view. Don't prove it to nobody. Don't prove it to yourself. Act on it. Act on it, and good things will follow. Okay? If you act on something versus waiting on it, I had a conversation today with waiting on things. They thought I was waiting on something. I'm not. And sometimes, hey, sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes it's just not your time just yet. But when it's your time, you better get your ass up and you better haul ass to your opportunity and take it and run with it. Because the opportunity is meant for you. You people are too intelligent. We invent computers every single day not to know this stuff. Every single day. We know we are too intelligent and we are too high quality minded not to understand how people think about us and why it should not matter. I made the mistake and listened to everybody what they told me. I'm sheltered. I'm crazy. I'm a baby that I cry because, or they don't know why and they want to ask me why. If you want to know why, it's because I just feel like I want to cry and it makes me feel better. As a man, I'm going to admit that, because it takes a real man to admit emotions versus hiding them. And yes, like I said before, I do cry. We're humans, we cry. But it takes a man to admit that he can show feelings versus a boy who tries to hide them. I hide how I think, not how I feel. Because how you think makes people wonder about you. It gets on people's nerves to know that they can't get inside you like they can get in everybody else. Be you. That's what I have to say is be you. If you're the type of person who's a class clown and likes to do whatever the hell they please, hey, be you. But just know that that's not what life is, okay? You gotta take life seriously. I fucked up. I had a mental breakdown tonight that I can't take back. I have to live with that. I don't like when people pressure me on how I should, on how I acted. I know how I acted. So don't tell me how I'm acting. All right? I'll correct it. I'll correct it. A lot of people do that to me. I don't know why. Is it because I'm wired differently? Is something wrong with me? Like, what is going on that you can't see that I'm not working? Because I act a different way. You're not used to how I act. School's not used to how I act. I'm not asking you to be used to it. I'm not asking you to acknowledge it. I'm not asking you to understand it. I'm not asking you to approve of it. I'm simply here to do what I have to do to succeed. That's all. Once I succeed, I have my kids. I can do what I can for you all like I can for them. Teach them that you can't act a certain way. Even if you feel like you have to let everything out, I don't care. The world does not want you to show yourself. Show yourself in a place where you're by yourself, screaming a pillow. Do something. Because what's out there? If you're acting like how I acted tonight, you're going to either die or you're going to go to jail, period. Because the world's going through too much bullshit to have people like, with disabilities thinking that they're entitled to everything. Which I don't. I'm not entitled to everything. I know. I'm entitled to my opinion and my success and my future, yes. Anything that doesn't pertain to that, I don't have any judgment over. I don't have any, authority over. Let it be. Keep a straight line, focus on you. That's all I gotta say. And that, once again, if you fuck up, if people see you as different, hey, it's fuck 'em. All you got is yourself at the end of the day. Yes, if you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, you have them. If you have a mom, you have them. You have a dad, you have him. Okay? Don't push away people who can help you and who you love and care about. But what I don't want you to do is go to everybody, because you can't trust family all the time. As much as they love you, as much as they care about you, they will break you down. Sometimes for hate, sometimes because they care about you. One of the two. There's no middle. It's one of the two. Because they care or they hate. Remember that. So just know who you're showing yourself to. Know who you're dealing with. Know what you're showing to people. Because people are very scared nowadays. You can't show everything. Fear and suspicion never subside. As long as we live in the world we live in today, fear will control people. It leads to a lot of different things. Branches of things. And like I said, to the people who have disabilities like I do, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Find something that makes you happy instead of yelling and screaming and cussing and throwing things like a fucking baby. How I acted tonight. The world needs more people who are self-controlled and who know how to handle things under pressure. If you can't handle that, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to last long unless you fix it. Unless you put in the work and you develop a work ethic that's going to benefit you in the long run, you're not going to last long on this planet. I have a lot of things to prove. People say I shouldn't prove things. I'm sorry. I'm just cocky like that. I want you to know what I did. What you doubted me that I couldn't do and that I was, I wanted you to know that I'm not that. I want you to look at me on that TV and be in awe on how I'm getting double-digit touchdowns, beating the world record for the freaking 40-yard dash, being the world's fastest man, being the world's best dad, being the world's best husband, being the world's best son. When I go to NFL, my grind isn't going to stop. It's going to keep going until I drop. And for every single one of you all that have a dream, follow it and stick to it. Don't let go of it, because that's all you have. If you lose your mom, your girlfriend, your dad, your husband, anybody, all you have is you and your future. I'd rather you lose a future that you can rebuild than yourself than what you can't find again. Remember that. I'd rather you lose something you can rebuild versus something you will never find again. It's very hard to find yourself. You might as well go ahead and say you'll never find it, because once you lose yourself, you're gone. They're going to be so stuck on trying to make people believe that you're something that, they approve of when you're not. Be you, stick to you, don't let nobody change you. If nobody likes it, it's fuck them. To hell with them. You keep going full speed. Do not stop. I'm telling you from experience, do not stop. I could have had D1 scholarships looking at me right now. What happened? I messed up. I had a bump in the road. That small bump had this big of an impact on my future. Now I have to go through things the hard way. Buy my way into college. Live a life that, that's going to benefit me in the future. Hard work pays off. But what you can't pay off is something is just not working for. It's not worth working for. It's not. But my limit's almost up. I love you all, and if you can, spread my messages, because we need more of these speeches like this. I love you all. Good night. Stay well, and please, please, please like and subscribe, even though I know it's hard because I have this shitty iPad camera. I know. Okay, I know the grind don't stop. Hey, stay up. Never look down, because all you have is you. All right? Love you all. Good night.